Alright, here we are for part 5. We're finding out why he's adventuring this island. Why not? It's a pretty place. It's quiet. And well, nobody teases me here. Well, yeah, because you're pretty much alone. Finding this island is not particularly easy, you know. How did you know about it? The translator notebook. What? I thought there's only one. I was fortunate enough to touch one of the last notebooks with my own 2 hands. Do you have one of the notebooks? I wish. A friend has one. He let me take a few pictures of it. More than enough to find the island. And translate the monoliths. Oh, the monoliths. They're so rad. To feel your heart beating fast. Or pain, if that's what it is. This guy's kind of weird. Sorry. So, I guess you've already deciphered the message then. That must have been what brought you here. Clover? We're in the middle of that, actually. Is that so? I see. I solved it already. That's why I'm going back. What? Easy there, orange peel. I'm not taking it with me if that's what you're afraid of. Well, it'd be pretty hard to do that. But once I learned what it was, I lost interest. It felt like there was nothing else for me to explore here. Honestly, I thought this place would offer something a little bit more interesting. What do you mean? Oh, I don't know. It's just, it wasn't what I was expecting. Why? The artifact. What is it? Did you really do all this work just to have me ruin the surprise? What I'm trying to say is, you should figure that out for yourself. But, is it, is it real? As real as you and me. So you weren't following us? What would I gain by doing that? Why did you run away from me at the valley? Haven't you noticed how difficult it is for me to deal with people? I was doing everything I could not to cross paths with you. But you mentioned something about our time to talk coming. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you ran into someone else. Could that have been the case? Was someone else there? No. You're not fooling anyone, Andre. So, when you're trying to leave but you're struggling to come up with a compelling excuse? Can I leave now? Vanille? I suppose. I guess it was just a misunderstanding. Although I'm not so sure about that myself. But what can I do? I can't prove he's lying. We're sorry. Don't worry about it. You two have been kinder to me than anyone else I've run into. Other than Mom, of course. Oh, actually, Andre, one last thing before you leave. Sure. We're looking for someone named Evan Goldstein. Does that sound familiar? Evan Goldstein. Oh, yeah. Do you know him? Yeah. I mean, everyone knows him, right? But if you mean, do I know him personally? I'm afraid I don't. I guess it was too good to be true. And I haven't seen him around here either. I suppose, though, if I had seen him, I might not have recognized him. Why don't you show him a photo, Vanille? And by the way, that probably would have made conversations easier to begin with. I suppose you're right. Hold on, I've got one right here. Why wouldn't she have led with that? That's so crazy. Hey, it's not here. It's not here. I swear I had it. Maybe in the... Forget it. It's unlikely you've seen him anyways. He's not someone you'd forget. Okay. Won't keep you any longer. You can go whenever you like. Before I leave, would you be kind enough to share some water? I ran out. And it's a long way back. Sure, take my flask. Here's a flask of water. Whoa, is everyone around here this nice? Thanks. What the? This is awful. What the heck do you two drink? What are you talking about? It's just water. And it's horrible. Oh, I get it. You're teasing me like my friends. I should have guessed. This guy's so creepy. Too good to be true. You know, you've got it all wrong. We're not like that. Here, pass me that. How is it? It's water. Give it here. Here you go. What the? Oops. I'm really clumsy. I'm so sorry. Don't worry. Are you okay? Yeah, I think my hands are too sweaty. But hey, if you look at it this way, maybe I did you a favor. You can't drink stuff like that. It'll make you sick. Anyway. See you later, guys. It's so weird. They're saying it's water, but it's not water, but it is. She's gonna have to let him out. Could you open the door for me, please? Oh, right, yeah, I always forget. How did you get used to this? You don't. Speak for yourself. Well, runs away. It was a pleasure to meet you. Bye. Are you sure you'll be fine on your own? Don't worry about me. I'm sturdier than I look. I find that very hard to believe. Take care, okay? You too. Bye, Andre. Well, that was something. Tell me about it. And now I'm out of water to boot. Don't worry, I've still got mine. We'll be okay. Shame about the photo thing. If I'd asked you earlier, I could have gotten a peek at Evan. Now I'm curious. Oh, the photo? Don't worry, I didn't lose it. He took it. Huh? Remember when I said it felt like someone touched me? You think he took it? I know he took it. And I think I know why. You think the explorer bit and all the awkwardness was just an act? Worst I've seen in years. So he was following us then? Why? Who is he, really? So? Don't leave me hanging here, Vidal. That guy Vincent you mentioned. The one who gave you the notebook? What about him? Describe him to me. Tall, dark-skinned, slim, younger than he looks. Let me guess. Single pink eye? Well, how did you... Vanilla, you're creeping me out here. Bingo. I don't know how or why, but it seems like we're friends with Evan. You were friends with Evan without even realizing it. I knew you two were connected in one way or another. Andre took the photo of Evan to keep me from showing it to you. That way, we wouldn't realize you already knew Evan all this time. The real question, though, is why go through all the trouble? Evan? Why didn't he tell me? No, it's not possible. I saw his ID. His full name was Vincent Val. Curious. Vanille, do you already know what's going on here? Not entirely, but I'm starting to put it together. What do I have to do with all this? If only I could tell him. Why don't they? It doesn't make any sense. We have a lot to talk about, Clover. Specifically, I'm very interested in how you met Vincent. Vanille, I realize that finding Evan is important to you. But the clock is really ticking on Dices. And with Andre already figuring out the artifact... I know, don't worry. My questions can wait. Your sister's running out of time. We've got an artifact to find. And I'm sure you'll be the one to find it. We'll have time to talk about it later. Thanks, Vanille. Go ahead. I'll catch you after I get dressed. And I still haven't been able to use the restroom. Okay. Okay. Moving forward. Hope you guys aren't too bored. It's an interesting storyline, but it's kind of slow to start. And I'm not really sure how long this game is supposed to be. Didn't think revealing the details to me was important, huh? 1 foot in the grave, playing Spy Master like nothing's the matter. Though I suppose that explains a lot of things. Care to let me in on the joke? Sorry. It's just that you're weird, Clover. Day after day, get up, make the bed, make breakfast for all of us, go to work, come back, clean, day in and day out knowing what awaits you. It doesn't make any sense, but still you do it every day. Why? I can tell you why. Because tomorrow is not real, Vincent. The only real thing is what's happening right here, right now. My father used to say investing in happiness tomorrow yields sadness today. The only moment that exists is now. And today, more than ever, I understand that sentiment. I think one day you'll get it too. Let's hope I do. Anyway, Clover, I guess there's no use in saying get well soon. So, I guess I'll say good luck. Don't worry. I enjoyed making you eat crow playing spy master. Ha. Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for everything. If you ever need anything, you only have to ask. But if I don't hear from you, I guess this is our last goodbye. Just worry about fulfilling your end of the bet. That'll be more than enough. In that case, if you'll excuse me, I'll go serve my sentence. A bet's a bet. Good luck. I'm definitely going to need it. Bye, Clover. Hey. Yeah? Take care, okay? You too. Interesting. We're in a field of red flowers. Are they poppies? Evan, I don't know why you brought us here. I still don't know what you're planning. But I won't let Clover be part of it. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is pretty extreme. I don't even know where to begin. Okay. That was easier than I thought it would be. There's our friend Clover. How's the translation coming along? Hello. I'm getting very, very close. So isn't that a good thing? I don't like where this is going. And then there he goes, running away again. Oops. Let's try this again. I think I made a mistake. There we go. Perfect. Hey, I just wanted you to know. Whatever the artifact turns out to be, I'll be here, okay? You can count on me. Thanks, Vanille. Perfect. There. That was the last one. I got the full message. What does it say? You know, when I was a little boy, there was this neighbor kid I played with almost every day. We were almost the same age. He was 1 year older than me. Lucas. That was his name. We'd always play in the park in my hometown. First thing, every morning, Mom would make breakfast. I'd eat it as fast as I could and head to the park. He was always there waiting for me. It didn't matter how early I got up, Lucas was always first. I remember one time I asked him if he slept there. He always carried this toy plane. I love that plane. Even though he was a good friend, the bastard never let me touch it. And that pissed me off a little. One day I woke up, and after having breakfast as usual, I went to the park. He wasn't there yet. I was happy I had finally managed to beat him to the park. I sat down to wait for him, but hours passed and Lucas never showed up. When I got back home, I learned that they had moved. That night, my father heard me crying in my room and came in really worried. I told him what had happened. I was really sad, but I was a kid, so eventually I started to get over it. One day, my father... Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped that on accident. But whatever it was, it got him really confused like us. It was from Lucas. He sent me a letter apologizing for not being able to say goodbye. He told me he'd miss me and wouldn't forget about me. Also in the box was a gift. It was his toy plane. One day I was playing at my dad's office. I stumbled upon the box for the plane. I realized he'd made the whole thing up. Obviously, I never said a word, although I never found out how he knew that I liked that plane so much. I never told him that detail, and I wasn't ever able to ask him. Why not? He died from a strange disease a few years later. He always said, if you want to be happy, make your loved ones happy. I was too young to understand. Not long after Dad died, Mom left us. She couldn't get fear of the disease out of her mind, even though it wasn't contagious. Unfortunately, though, it's hereditary. And as it turned out, Dices and I both inherited the disease. What? You too, Clover? I may have a few weeks left. Then again, I may have a few days. Before the disease takes its course, even worse, the disease progresses much more aggressively in women. Dices, my little sister. Sooner or later, the disease will kill her. This legend, this artifact, was my only hope. What does it say, Clover? See for yourself. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become. He who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever endless, true eternity. So eternal is my son, and eternal will become. He who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever endless, true eternity. So they can only live forever on that place, I guess. I think I get it. It's the island. The whole island is the artifact. And from what I can tell, the artifact's power is limited to those standing on it. That is, while we remain here, we'll be immortal. What a stupid thing. What's the use of the artifact if I can't take it with me? We can just bring Dices here. Of course we will. What other choice do I have? She'll have to live here forever? What kind of life would that be? A prisoner of a deserted island for all eternity. We can find another way. Manel, would you excuse me for a bit? I need some time to be alone. There he goes, running away again. Clover. I don't get it. Is that his sister? Where's Evan? Clover, why didn't you say anything? If only. Such an intoxicating fragrance, don't you think? Huh? The flowers. Am I interrupting something? No. Why? He was just talking to her from that far away. Don't you think they're beautiful? I guess. Who would guess the nectar, one of the world's most toxic poisons? A drop or two kills an adult in a matter of hours. A funny thing, nature. So gorgeous and so deadly at the same time. From the bottom of my heart, I believe it was made to end us. The divine punishment for destroying our home. Why are you here? It's such a shame, isn't it? Clover's situation. What if I told you there's actually something we can do? That voice again. It was you. Upbringing isn't behind this, is it? You were the one who contacted me. Wasn't it fun, though? Playing detective? See, Dices, I've always felt an inexplicable obsession with mysteries. Detective stories. Questions without answers. There is something so seductive in them. In real life, however, they're always so dull. They're never like in video games or a good book. That's why I wanted to really take this to the next level. Make it more interesting. You follow me? I took the liberty of designing all of this such that you could figure it out yourself. That every discovery would have been uncovered by you, and only by you. Evan, on the other hand, he wanted to make everything so obvious. He wanted you to know everything from the start. Let's just say that's not how I do things. Where's the fun in that? Where's the emotion? You wouldn't understand. Emotions can't be faked. They have to be authentic. They must be lived. I even managed to get someone with the same, you know what? It doesn't matter. What are you talking about? What is going on here? What is this all about? Oh, come on, Dices. You still don't have a clue? After all the work you've done, you're still just going to give up? I thought you were better than that. No one appreciates a good mystery anymore. What is wrong with this maniac? Alright, I'll admit it. Maybe I didn't give you all the pieces. But I know you won't need them. You're something special, Dices. Well, I think this last one will be enough. I've been aware of your observations. Remember your suspicions about the monoliths? Eureka, you were right. The question is, why? Our friend Evan adored Clover, and he wanted to leave him with a little present as the final goodbye. One that involved an island capable of doing what the new message said. You follow me? I mean, no. No. So are you still wondering why you're here? Okay. Do we just... Okay, still more storyline. Is this the right thing? I'm not sure what right even is anymore. Clover, I've been thinking. I've got to tell you something. I'm listening. My name's not Vanille. It's Dices. Dices some more. Now's not the time for jokes, Vanille. Just shut up and listen. Sorry. I'm all ears. Ever since I arrived on the island, I can't with this. It's too much for me. Clover, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Hey. Relax, okay? Everything will be okay. I'm here with you. Tell me what's going on. Why do the worst things always happen to the best people? Why? It's always the same. So unfair. Well, I like to think the universe has a plan for all of us. Besides, if I hadn't been sick, I wouldn't have never known you, right? You idiot, why didn't you tell me? I didn't want my disease to mark me. I didn't want to be treated differently. I wouldn't have treated you differently. Vanilla, you're doing it right now. It's just that... It's okay, Vanilla. Breathe in. What is it that you wanted to tell me? Ever since I arrived on the island, I couldn't get this coincidence out of my head. But I think I understand everything now. It's not that the island is making us immortal. Rather, the island is frozen in time. Do you understand? Time is not passing here. What's the difference? You arrived here before me. Time stopped for you the moment you set foot on this island. But it didn't stop for everyone else. You left home and came here to save your sister when she was just a baby. But time went on normally for me. Until I grew up and came here. And that's why we're meeting each other now. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm Dices, Clover. You're Dices. What? What are you saying? When I took this job, they gave me a false name. They told me not to reveal the real one. Until now. And I think it's because they don't want you to know from the beginning since of how absurd it all sounds. But now that you've figured out what the artifact is, it makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Your name was Dices some more. It is. How did you recover? Looks like I was never sick in the first place, Clover. It was just you. When Evan gave you the notebook and sent you here, he stayed and looked after me, didn't he? He was going to look after Dices while I was here, but that was just a little while. Pretty much a day ago. No, Clover, it was years ago. Time went by and you never came back. While on the island, we don't feel the passage of time. It doesn't affect us. That's why our watches stop when we're here. Evan must have thought you died and that you'd never come back. He had no other choice but to look after me. Obviously, he thought that it wouldn't last long. He thought that sooner or later my time would also come. But seeing how things turned out, it seems that time never came. I imagine when he realized I wasn't sick, he decided to search a place for me. A family. He did a good job of it until today. I never knew I had a brother. Actually, I never knew where I really came from. After a long time, I'm guessing that he found out how the island works. He assumed you'd still be here, that from your perspective you had just arrived. After that, he contacted me pretending to be Upbring. He sent me here with the excuse of finding Evan, so that I would meet you. What a twist. Oh my gosh. The only restriction they gave me was to hide my real name no matter what. I believe it's because they didn't want you to realize it was me from the beginning. First, you need to figure out how the island works. Just think about it. It makes sense that way. Neither of us would have believed any of this if we were told about it from the start. That's why he didn't tell me either. He wanted us to discover it by ourselves. We had to wait for this moment. Are you sure about what you're saying? Can I trust you? Just look at me, Clover. It's me. I can't believe it. Dices. Why did you have to say it 3 times? Is that like Beetlejuice? Is it really you? You've been right in front of me all this time? Yes, Clover, it's me. You've grown so much. Dices, can I give you a hug? Of course you can, you idiot. Aww. Dices, I was so scared. So afraid of losing you. Ever since we lost Mom and Dad, I only had you. And I didn't want to lose what I loved the most. But it doesn't matter. None of that matters. Now that I know you're fine. Because that's what I've always wanted. I can't believe how much you've grown. Are you staying healthy? Tell me about your friends, Dices. Do they take good care of you? Has it really been years? I've got so many questions, dear sister. What happened to Evan and why did he use a different name with me? It was just a fake name he used to hide from the world. It was all part of his plan. He wanted to surprise us. He did it for us. Well, he managed. That bastard. I suppose he wasn't that selfish after all. Hey, why are you crying? Aren't you happy to see me again after all these years? I'm happy. That's all. Me too. I don't ever want this moment to end. I'm so happy I could die right now. From now on, everything will be better. I guess I'll have to stay here if I don't want my time to come. You better visit. And above all that... Clover? What's the matter? I'm just feeling a little dizzy. Don't worry. Oh, what? What happened? Clover? What's wrong? Clover? Hey, wake up. What's happening? Get up. Someone help. There's like nobody around. Why would he be yelling? Clover, say something to me, please. Are we Evan now? Interesting. You're not from here, are you? Wait a second, the hobo? I think you're confusing me with somebody else. What brings you here, fella? I'd like to ask you about Clover. Clover? I've never met a boy with such a kind heart. Ever since he knew about my knee, he does the grocery shopping for me. Can you believe it? He sure knows how to make an old man happy. It's a shame he's going through all that, don't you agree? Huh? Stop talking nonsense, would you? I don't get all the young people slang these days. I'm talking about his disease and his remaining days. What did he say? Is he ill? Didn't you know? Why does nobody ever tell me anything? Well, it doesn't matter. Thanks for your time. Okay. Hey, I'm truly sorry, but right now I don't have a... Oh, no, I didn't come for that. I just want to ask you about Clover. Clover? He's the personification of humility. If there's anything he loves, it's his little sister. Between you and me, he's a better father than a bunch of folks around here. How long since you knew about his condition? Huh? What are you talking about? He's going through a lethal disease in an advanced state. So you weren't aware? Huh? Who told you that? He himself. I thought you knew. I had no idea. Since when? I'm afraid I'm not aware of the details. That's all I know. Anyways, thanks for your time. Why is he telling all these people? Oh, I thought it would let me... Oh, it does let me do that with the... That's cute. The tag says Apollo. Hey, kid. I wanted to ask you if you know a guy named Clover. Clover? Oh, yeah, he's my friend, you know. One day we were playing Bliss Ball with my friends, and he was just walking by. He realized that they had left me out because I wasn't that good. He approached me and said, ignore them. Bliss Ball's for losers. Do you know how to play Spy Master? I didn't, so he invited me to his house and taught me. Ever since, I have won every single one of the Spy Master tournaments at school. Yeah, I'm sure you'd beat me too. By any chance, did you know he was sick? Unfortunately, it's unlikely that he'll get better. And he doesn't have many days left. He's just giving up his secret to everybody in town. What did you say? I don't believe you. He would have told me. You're lying. It's a lie, it's a lie. You're a liar. Hey, easy. Liar. Well, now you've upset him. Hey, kid, wait. I'm sorry for my grandson. The thing is, this news isn't just shocking for us. It's also really devastating. Clover's like a member of our family. I can't imagine why he wouldn't have told us. I'm sure he didn't want us to worry. He hasn't been the same since his father died. It hurt us all, but he's had it the worst. He must really be going through a nightmare. Is there really nothing we can do? If we had money, it wouldn't make a difference. According to Clover, there's no treatment. So we'll just have to wait and be with him until there's always the legend. The legend? Bastian, again with that? What's he talking about? It's an old fairy tale from around here. It's no fairy tale. Bastian, where did you get that? I told you it was real. We found it with Cecil in a strange shrine when we were playing in the woods. What's this legend about, and what is this notebook? It's an old tale that says something about a hidden island that holds a secret to eternal life, though nobody has found it and ever lived to tell about it. And this legendary notebook, so it is said, reveals its location. Hey, you stranger. What, me? Yeah, you're the only stranger. Come here. I don't know who you think you are. Clover telling you his secrets doesn't make you special. I'm still his best friend, understand? Bastian. Alright, sorry. In any case, stranger, I'd like to ask you a favor. Could you find the island for me? I don't want for Clover to leave us, and it may be our last hope. I do it myself, but Mom won't let me be outside after 8 o'clock. Bastian, leave the poor man alone. Leave it to me. Do you really plan on going? It's just a fairy tale. I've got nothing to lose. In that case, I'll lend you my boat. I'll also make up a bag of supplies for you. Well, hey, that doesn't sound half bad. We'll help in any way we can. Any friend of Clover's is our friend too. Friend, huh? I'll leave immediately. So instead of going to where everything of his storyline started, he made it to the island. Interesting. Oh great, how am I supposed to go back now? The island, time to discover if what they say about you is true. I think we will leave off here. No, who am I kidding? Let's play some more. I feel like we're really close to the end. Oh, darn it. Okay, first word. I guess I'll be here for a while. It's so cruel that you have to do it twice. Do you think I'd be better at it the second time? I don't understand. It's funny because I just did these, so why is it so hard? Actually, I think this one's different. I don't think I've ever seen this one. I think I will leave you on this note, and we will pick it up next time for part 6, because these are still new and the story's still going. So, see you next time. Hey everybody, stay tuned. I post every Sunday with the occasional bonus videos. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for future notifications. Add me on my socials. You got Twitter, you got TikTok, you got Instagram. I got 2 of them. One of them's got that cat content I know everybody wants. If there's something you guys would like to see, DM me. Let me know. Maybe it's something that I can do. And you guys all stay safe. I love you all. Thanks for following.